Fridge not cooling? Our 14-year-old GE profile freezer was set to 0 on the display panel, but was really 27 degrees. GE's fix? A $100 part. Ours? A $9 USB fan from Target. No tools, no skills, just plug and play. Here's how our DIY 30-minute fix got us from a warm freezer to ice cold in 6 hours. As I brought in my AI co-host Christie, an avatar, and used ChatGPT for research to walk you through an updated visual guide on low-cost tests and fixes to fridge cooling issues.
Thanks, Ross. Here is the model we worked on. A new one costs $2,000. Here are 5 simple tests. Allow an hour after each procedure to see a potential change in temperature. The steps go from quick to time intensive. If any step solves the problem, you're done. Just don't forget to like and subscribe. Start simple. Nothing should block the freezer vents. Shift bulky food, especially from the back wall. Next, check the coils behind the fridge. Dirty coils block airflow. Pull the freezer out, it is likely on wheels, and remove the back lower panel for inspection behind it. Pliers or a socket wrench, 5/16, works. Here are dirty coils and then clean ones. Next to the coils is the fan, which should be spinning. If not, and the blades turn freely by hand, the motor is likely bad. Unplug the refrigerator if they don't spin freely. Try and remove any blockage, wires, dirt, etc. Then plug the fridge back in to test. GE wants $100 plus shipping for the full fan assembly, but if all you need is air movement across the coils, there's a better fix. Stay tuned as I'll show you in a minute. If still at it, check the evaporator fan inside the fridge. I can't demo this because this model does not have a separate fan. It controls airflow from the freezer to the fridge component by a flap and uses the panel controls for individual temperatures. If you have a separate fan and you can't hear it from the back part of the refrigerator, open the fridge doors, locate the switch or switches. They are inside the hinge side of the door or doors. Push the switches and the fridge light should go off and you should hear the fan coming on. If it doesn't, you will need to remove food and remove the back panel. Socket wrench will do it. Since I can't demo it, see the description below for a good demo that we watched that can. Still no luck? If you hear the compressor running, it may be time for a tech or new fridge. But if it is not running, it could be the relay or capacitor that controls starting and stopping the compressor. These components are cheap and are testable with a multimeter. Here's what worked for us. A 4-inch, $9 USB personal fan. We were worried about the freezer, but the fridge wasn't cooling properly either. That was because the same, defective fan motor for the freezer also controlled the temperature of the fridge via an airflow vent. We placed the USB fan near the compressor coils and plugged it into a USB to wall adapter. 6 hours later, the freezer dropped from 27 degrees to 0. No disassembly, no part orders, just plug and play.
For our fix, we avoided a $100 GE part and a $2,000 fridge replacement by going to Target and buying a 4-inch personal fan. If you want more of these updated DIY tech fixes, hit that red subscribe button below in the bottom right-hand corner and let us know in the comments which old how-to videos you'd like us to update next with an AI, avatar, narration, and ChatGPT tech research.